Hi, I'm Warren Friesner, CEO of LanguageHero. I'd like to speak to you a little bit about the backstory for LanguageHero, our tech, and our mission. I learned to speak Spanish while practicing law in Miami, Florida, which is a bilingual community. What happened was that I had a lot of clients who spoke no English. I used an interpreter, and I found that after about a year and a half, I had just picked up enough Spanish to be able to speak to my clients directly and to understand them. What happened to me, it would have happened to anyone. I was getting a lot of relaxed, varied, real life conversation that I could understand. And those are the main drivers, the main building blocks for second language acquisition. So I later became interested in this field and dove deeply into it, read a lot of the literature, and also began surveying existing web portals and apps that purported to get people speaking a new language. What I found is that most of these products really teach a form of gamified grammar. You study the cat drinks milk, the cats drink milk, etc. This is something that produces what's called conscious learning. Conscious learning is useful for reading and writing and error correction, so it has use for students who are using study materials, for example. But it doesn't produce speaking. It's like trying to go into a filing cabinet and open it up and find the right folder, and then find the right rule in that folder, and then apply that rule in a sentence. It's clunky, it's slow, it's inefficient. That's why if you study through Duolingo or any of these language learning portals, you need to augment that with real life conversation. So we decided to focus entirely on speaking. After all, that's why most people study a new language. And what we've done uniquely is to develop a system that is based on my own personal experience, which is why I've talked about it. We're trying to duplicate that kind of experience where you can easily and seamlessly start speaking a new language right from day one without any stress, without any pressure. And to do it on a daily basis. And then by doing that, just as I started speaking Spanish spontaneously without effort, you will start to speak your study language in the same way. So we've come up with a unique process which allows people to select from various content choices or build their own content. And it's content that's real life content. So you can learn about the other person's interests and preference and where they live and about their family, about where they like to shop, what kind of food they like to eat. You can select from a variety of different modules that are of interest to you. And then we also are developing technology that personalizes the content even more based on your user data, where you're from, based on the clicks that you've made. So that will make content even more interesting. Basically, if you keep people interested and engaged, they will keep coming back, they will keep talking, and if you keep talking and you give people enough varied keywords, they will learn to speak the language. Our goal is to make it possible for anyone to be able to learn to speak a new language. We aim to smash the language barriers that keep us from talking to each other. We aim to democratize language learning, which will give people better life choices. And we also aim to develop apps in the future which enable people to have other types of conversations for dating, for medicine, for engineering, and general conversation ultimately across language barriers. Thank you very much.